Okay, welcome back, Jebel. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to stop our character from going through the walls of our maze and going off the edge of the screen. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of things here. I'm just going to click on this button here, and that will make my stage a little bit smaller so I can see my code. I can also going to zoom out so I give myself a little bit more space. Maybe that's too much. There you go. Okay, so now make sure you are on your sprite. So I'm down here in the sprite area. Make sure you are not in the stage area. You must be on the sprite area. Okay, so that's quite simple. Don't make that mistake. So I'm on my sprite. I'm about to do some coding. So what we're going to do here, we're going to forever if my character is touching the wall. Okay, so we want this bit of code to run when we start the game. So again, we need the event block, the green flag event block. That will make sure it checks immediately when the game starts. So you want to check forever. So there's a repeat loop there. So we go to control and we are going to forever check. So inside the mouth of a forever loop, we need an if statement that will check, again, if we're touching the purple. So we need the if block. Now the if block is down here. Again, it's in control. And we're going to drop that inside my forever loop. Now we can look at what we've done there. So we've got the forever loop, it goes round and round and round and keeps checking. And then we've got the if block here that will do the sensing. It will be checking if we're touching the purple. So, okay, so we're going to sense. He's going to check around him. So we're going to be sensing if. So let's sense the color. So we're touching color. Now, the color we want is purple. So in the touching color block, we've got the color tool here. So we click on there, and we're going to use the dropper tool, and we're going to go over to the stage. And you need to choose the color of your wall. Now, if you must have solid walls for this to work. Okay, so check that. So I've chosen my color. Then I'm going to add my sensing block inside this part of my if statement. Okay, so let's zoom in on that. Now, so the sensing block has gone into the if statement, and then in the mouth of the if statement, if the character does touch the wall, we want something to happen. And what we want him to happen is we want our character to go backwards. So in the motion block, we want it to move. Okay, instead of forwards, we want it to go backwards. Now, if we look back here, we've got our character moving 10 steps. Now, what we want, instead of 10 steps, we want minus 10 steps, and that will move our character backwards. So if I type a minus sign before the 10 and I drop that into the mouth of my if loop, I'll just make this bigger and then we'll try that now. So now you see he doesn't go through the wall because when he's touching the wall, the if statement checks. It knows it's touched the wall because it checks for this color, and then it moves minus 10 steps. So it basically stays where it is against the wall and doesn't go through. Okay, we have another problem, don't we? Going off the side of the screen. Now that's quite an easy one to do. So again, in our motion blocks, we need to be here. We're looking for if on edge bounce, and there it is. Can you see that? If on edge bounce, this block here. Okay, we're going to drag that and put that into our code. Now this wants to go outside of the if statement, but it must be inside the forever loop. So it goes in there. Can you see what I've done there? It can't be inside the if statement mouth because it's only checking if it's touching purple. Obviously it's not purple on the side here. So, but it needs to forever check if it's on the edge. So it needs to be in the forever. And now when I play my game again, I'll make my screen bigger. You'll see that when I hit the edge, I bounce. When I hit the walls, I don't go through. That was a little glitch, but that's fine now. Oops, I might have to make my penguin a bit bigger, a bit smaller, because he's not fitting through, but I can do that quite easily. Okay, so that is how you stop your character going through the walls and also going off the edge of the screen. Okay, try that, and I look forward to seeing your work later on. Take care. See you soon.